Bronny James, the son of NBA star LeBron James, is now in the hospital after suffering cardiac arrest. He is thankfully in stable condition and no longer in the ICU.
James is a freshman on the University of Southern California's basketball team. He was reportedly practicing when he collapsed on the court. His family says medical staff quickly treated him before taking him to the hospital. NBC Sports host and reporter Corey Robinson joins us now. Corey, what more are we learning about this incredibly scary situation?
Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's really, really tough. And recently, there have really been no news. We're still, it's like just broke about an hour ago. This did happen yesterday, though. And it's interesting because the USC, this is not their first rodeo. Last July, another freshman had the exact same thing happen to him. He was actually hospitalized, but he was revived, brought back to life on the court. Same thing, perfectly healthy, had his cardiac arrest, and ended up being revived by the medical staff. So this is not a new thing for USC, unfortunately. They're well versed, and as LeBron and Savannah said, they were able to address this immediately and get him okay.
Now, what's interesting, Corey, is, Bronny's just 18 years old. This just frankly is not something you typically associate with young people. When these sort of college athletes, when they first come onto campus, they're required to complete a physical to check for any underlying health concerns, conditions. Do we know of anything in Bronny's medical background that might have led to this?
Yeah, it's interesting. Nothing that I know of. He had a torn meniscus his sophomore year in high school. But other than that, nothing. The heart problem, and this is interesting, too, because his teammate Vince, the same thing. Like I said, perfectly healthy. Same with DeMar Hamlin earlier this year, perfectly healthy. And just kind of like this strange freak accident. And that's the only way you can really describe it, as a freak accident. It's very strange.
You describe this sort of being a freak accident, but the truth is we have sort of seen this pattern that seems to have emerged more frequently. As you mentioned, just earlier this year, NFL player DeMar Hamlin similarly collapsed just in the middle of a game from sudden cardiac arrest. Overseas, we've seen an influx of soccer players also having similar complications. So do we have any understanding of why we're suddenly seeing so many elite athletes suffer specifically from these types of issues?
It's a good question, Morgan. I mean, in basketball, particularly back in 1990, Loyola Marymount, their star, Hank Gathers, had the same thing happen to him, sudden cardiac arrest, and he actually died because of it. And another football player back in I think it was the 70s with the Detroit Lions, had the same thing happen with him, cardiac arrest, and then died. Now people are surviving, but I'm not sure why. It seems it's maybe overtraining. I'm not sure why exactly, Morgan.
All right. NBC Sports host and reporter Corey Robinson, thank you always. More questions, of course, than answers in this one. And we look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.